I had a great weekend. Now I'm back from the private island. Now let's talk some crypto. I'm going to get into GNY token, talk some UniLend, talk some Matic, and close it out with Vechain. So let's start off with GNY token. And just to get a recap, because I haven't touched on GNY for quite a bit, but this is a good buddy of mine, Richard. It goes back to our LISK days, LISK, if you remember that. Very intelligent man. But enough of that. Really good buddy of mine. And just so that you understand what's happening with GNY. All right, so the GNY price today, which is December 1st, is around 12 cents. Okay, and it's up 26% in the last 24 hours. The current coin market cap ranking is 348 with a market cap of 23 million USD. It has a circulating supply of 192 million GNY coins, and the max supply, if I'm not mistaken, is, I believe, 400 million. The total supply. So, out of the 400 million, there's 192 that's already in circulating. All right. So the top exchanges, and this is something that Richard was talking to me about, now with the ERC20, they did some updates to the GNY token. So now, the top exchanges are currently Uniswap V2, P2P, B2B, Hotbit, Bitmart, and LaToken. But you know, a lot of people are using Uniswap, and that to me is that would be a good place to scoop up some GNY tokens. To get more of a clearer understanding of what GNY does, GNY describes itself as a proven machine learning predictive platform for the blockchain. GNY reportedly identifies repeatable patterns, okay? Remember what I've been talking about, so you can understand some sources, some connections, some things of how I look at things, and learning components that constantly adapt to behavior. GNY claims to be able to predict a user's behavior so they can be targeted with, with contextually relevant messages that drive desired actions. So let's get some more details on GNY. Okay. Oh yeah, this is something really interesting that Richard shared with me. GNY climate change use case. GNY has built neutral nets that are now predicting electricity demand in California 5% more accurate than the U.S. Energy Information Administration. This is technology that they have working now. Let me repeat that. This is technology that GNY has working now, is in testnet. So this is not something in the future that they are promising. It is working right now. I believe, and you got to understand something. My connections with him, how I look at certain markets, how I've talked with him about certain things in the past. You got to understand, I go way back with this gentleman. Very smart, very well connected in the crypto space, knows things before. He's one of those that kind of showed me how this operates. Okay, if you've been listening to me, you understand where I'm coming from. But are very well connected, and he uses a lot of smart data. And this is somebody I go way back with. And yes, he is a very reliable source. Not only when it comes to what he's working on with Genie, but when it comes to the whole crypto market, and very, very credible. So in 2018, GNY set out to transform machine learning as a service by creating a decentralized platform. Now it's in testnet and moving into mainnet in spring 2021. All right, so before the end of the year, GNY is moving to mainnet. Then in spring 2021, they are opening up a data place which allows for venture capital investment in machine learning predictive data, a whole new industry for investing. Keep your eyes on this one, my friends. All right, so now I want to get into the UniLend, which is ticker symbol UFT, Uni Land Road Map, and very interesting, a lot of development. So I'm going to see if I leave a picture up, but if not, let's just go through it really quick, and I will do another video touching on this and going through it more thoroughly. But here we go, Q3 2020, concept, utilization, and architecture ideation completed. swap feature development completed. Lending smart contract development completed. This was all done in Q3 2020. Let's see here. Let's go to Q4 of 2020, integrating swap with lend component in progress. UniLend alpha release December 2020. So that is this month. That is very exciting. Q1 2021, liquidity, mining, staking, protocol optimization, UniLend beta release, bug bounty program, comprehensive audit, Q1 2021, UniLend mainnet launch with integrations and UniLand ecosystem expansion, which includes wallets, aggregators, partners, and platforms, and fusion farming. All right, so then Q2 2021, community governance launch, UniLand ecosystem fund, launch on multiple chains. Then we got for Q3 2021, layer 2 scaling implementations, meta transactions, and ongoing research areas are credit-backed loans, LP-backed loans, and flash loans. Now, let me tell you something. Here's where the credibility comes for UniLand for me. Knowing the individuals that are part of this, which comes with the Matic team, knowing Chandrash through Matic, and knowing how Matic is nonstop and a real legitimate cryptocurrency, blockchain technology business, and coming from that umbrella, all right, and having a lot of, connections with Matic, through Matic, and other connections through other individuals that UniLend and Chandrash and the team is connected to, and seeing the price of where this is at. This is why I'm telling you, this is one of my gems. This to me is a lot of development that is coming from UniLand, and when you match it with the price where it's at right now, going into what I believe is going to be a spectacular bull market for 2021, UniLand, ticker symbol UFT, is one of those that you have really, and I keep on saying it, this was one of my gems, still one of my gems, you got to keep your eyes on, all right, and keep this one on your radar. Never financial advice, but there's a lot of development, and again, for me, this is not just something that I kind of just stumbled upon. This is a lot of time talking to them, especially Chandrash and Vechain, and through the Matic ecosystem, and knowing what's going on here. That for me, I can't speak for you, but for me, this is one of those that I am very excited about and acquiring as much as I can before these things start to go really, really crazy. So again, hey, you never heard about UniLand, you don't know if you're going to buy, you want to research, that's up to you. But at least you have your mindset, you know about it before these things start to happen. That's all you need to know, and then you can do your research. I'll again be talking about certain things on these roadmaps because you just can't break it down on one video. Now, let's do a quick little recap on Matic. Some interesting things came out. So let's talk about Matic, all right? Like Sandy mentioned, when I did speak to him and have that interview in November, he said some things were coming, and they did. Incredible dApps on Matic, top oracles like Chainlink, Teller. These are dApps that are on Matic, all right? These are pretty special dApps that are on Matic, adopting Matic, okay? Then we have Peter Jinhoon Kim, which is an advisor on Matic, okay? And we know where he is, very well connected in Coinbase. And he starts talking about USDC stablecoin just crossed 3 billion market cap and over 8 million transfers just 4 months after the 1 billion milestone. Now listen to this. USDC on Ethereum, 2.97 billion. USD on Solana, 25 million. USDC on Algorand, 5.7. Also on ETH sidechains, USDC on Matic, 10.2 million. All right. So again, we're seeing many different sectors and many different things that Matic is doing. Again, development. That's why I go back to UniLend, knowing where they came from, knowing the ties that they have to Matic. It's just a matter of time when people fully understand what's going on, not only with UniLend, but what's going on with Matic. So we have top oracles in the crypto space like Teller and Chainlink, on Matic, and we have stable coins. And I love that Coinbase connection, Peterson, and he's an advisor to Matic. This shows you the credibility that's behind Matic and the staking that's still that passive income that's coming. Guys, to me, it's a no-brainer. So, again, a lot of stuff happening on Matic. A lot. Let me just say that again. A lot of things are happening on Matic. Please, please keep your eyes and ears open when it comes to Matic. I don't know how else to put it. All right, so now let's go to one of my classic special cryptos, Vechain. Vechain. If you do recall, you remember that Vechain, or Sunny Lou was talking about how Vechain was working with the United Nations. If you go do your research, you can see some of the things that are happening, which is very, very interesting. We look at certain things now when it comes to the VET token, when it's breaking out. 0.160 is one of those special numbers that we need to see, where we can flip resistance and let that become support. So what we're looking for is 0.016 to be support. Let's see what else we can talk about. Oh yeah, this one's very interesting to me. Vechain in that in the hundreds of $billion industry, which is the U.S. seafood industry, which is very, very interesting. All right, so you can do some research there. Again, guys, I can go on and on about Vechain and tell you why you should just not have any trepidation when it comes to Vechain, and to be calm when it comes to selling your Vechain. I cannot give you financial advice. I cannot tell you what to do with your money. I cannot tell you what to do with your Vechain. But what I, what I've been saying, not only for this bull market that I see coming, that what I believe will be spectacular returns on my crypto investments. And I say that in faith and knowing that with data and things that I'm reading and things that I know and information and resources and connections, all the things, right? But I've always said that Vechain is going to do and replicate what DNVGL has done, which is establish a longevity of hundreds of years. Vechain is one of those that you look now, that you have now, and then 10 years from now, you're going to be like, wow. So again, this is one of those for me, okay? And I'm being honest with you, not to pat myself in the back, but I believe that I do a really good job of planning and knowing how I'm going to do things. Vechain has always been the one in the back of my mind. Like, how do I really play this? Because Vechain 5 years from now, 10 years from now, not saying that a year from now, this bull run, it's not going to bring back special returns, because I do believe so. But when you quantify to 4 years, 5 years from now, what am I looking at? How much would I be missing out if I take too much of the Vechain pie when I reap this harvest? So again, Vechain, and you do your research. If you haven't done your research, you need to do your research on Vechain. There is so much happening. Again, if you're new to crypto and your first buy was Bitcoin, you came into the Bitcoin, and now you're looking for what is a good crypto to get into that really still has a lot of leverage to the upside. Again, not financial advice, but I will say this: research Vechain. Research Vechain and research it again. Again, very bullish on Matic Reserve Protocol. I'm not going to get too much into that. Can't do it all in one video. I don't like to do long videos anyways, even though this one might be long, but I'm just trying to keep you up to date. But again, please research Vechain. All right, guys. Till next time, stay blessed, be blessed, and you already know. Let's go.